Hey y'all, Danny here. Today we're going to be looking at some new improvements to the creator space systems within VXRLabs. So first I'm going to take us to one of our newer creator spaces, the museum space. The first thing you're going to notice are the load times. Only takes a couple seconds there. Previously, it had to load all of the available spawnables, which would take 10 to 20 seconds depending on your internet connection. Now that's been completely eliminated and you're in instantly. The first thing we're going to look at is the ability to bring layouts in relative to your position. This is a great use case because it allows you to create small activities and then place them in the world relative to where you are. So I'm going to head on over here. I'm going to check this box and I'm going to bring in this simple activity where I can assemble the human digestive system by placing these within the body here, right? Now, if I want multiple instances of this activity so I can split my group up, I just have to move over here. Once again, make sure this box is checked. And I can start bringing in multiple instances of this activity all in a row, just like that. Real simple and easy to deploy, really modular in that sense here, right? Let's clear everything out. Looking at this interface, you'll see if you have previous layouts from previous versions of VXRLabs, they'll be marked as red, and you'll need to convert them to the new layout system. There shouldn't be any compatibility issues, things should carry over just fine. Of course, I can uncheck this box and bring in layouts just as I could before. I'm going to back up into the hallway here. Bring in everything. Here's an example showcasing our new ancient Egyptian collection. These are objects that are based on 3D scans from artifacts at the Met, as well as other museums, right? If you head to the new ancient Egyptian collection, you can see all of those here. Spawnables themselves, now that we've created this new system, we're going to be able to add hundreds and hundreds of new spawnables every week, every couple weeks. We're going to be rolling out new collections of spawnables for all of you to enjoy. Next will be a series of new statues similar to these based on other cultures, famous paintings, Greek and Roman statues and artifacts. Those are on their way. So expect new hundreds of new objects to arrive in the coming weeks and the coming months. Next, we'll look at some of the new opportunities you have with bringing in your own content into VXRLabs. Any content, any compatible content that you bring into your VXR Nexus file system, you can just hit refresh. So even when you're inside of a session already, you can refresh this and get up to date on any new stuff you bring in. Firstly, we'll talk about 3D models. Here's a chair I imported. This is an FBX file, which means that we can have embedded textures into the file itself, giving you far more creative opportunities, assuming that you have files that already have textures embedded within them. You'll also be able to bring in STL and DAE files as on top of the previous OBJ files, so you'll have even more opportunities there to bring in your own 3D model content. Another extremely useful feature is the ability to bring in PDFs. So if you have a PDF version of your entire textbook, you can bring that in. If you have a Microsoft PowerPoint or a Google Drive slideshow, then you can convert those to a PDF and bring those into creator spaces to share with your students. A noteworthy feature regarding PDFs is we can have multiple instances of the same PDF or have different slideshows going on concurrently. So you have the ability to have students go through either the same slideshow at their own pace or be able to have different slideshows concurrently as you proceed through your various activity stations. Lots of opportunities there. The same, of course, applies to videos. Go ahead and turn the volume down here. We can have multiple videos running concurrently, place them wherever we want, place a video on the ceiling if we want, right? Do whatever we want. Bring in sound effects as well. Change the spatial nature of it. So you can decorate your environments with different sound profiles, add some ambience there. And of course, being able to bring in image files just like you could before, bring in diagrams, bring in individual slides from your presentations and utilize those just as images. So you have all those opportunities to bring in your own content simply by uploading them to your VXR Nexus's files folder on the website and incorporating those with the objects already in our library, which once again, we're going to be adding even more, hundreds and hundreds of more objects and interactable items are going to be on the way over the next few months. Very exciting stuff.